I just went through a handful of consultations here while we've been at one of our workshops and met with several of our members, and I hear this story over and over again. I tried this, I tried this, I tried this, that didn't work, that didn't work. It's a common scenario that we hear over and over again. There's reasons for that. I want to peel back the onion layers on that and give really crystal clarity on that to help empower you to understanding why. Why did something fail? What do you need to have in place to ensure that you can build a dependable, reliable, predictable business built on true foundational business principles? So, Brian, you are a master trainer here at the E-Commerce Business School. You've been an 11-plus year Amazon seller. You've seen what I've seen, and you've had previous businesses as I have as well. So we've got a lot of history here of understanding what are these big failure points and how do we rectify that? How do we address that and make people in the know to give them the assurance they can take that first step and that it can lead to, as I'm consulting with them, I want to know where you want to go. Met with the mom and dad business. They've got their 2 sons working with them. They've got a big vision over here. They want to build a business that they could potentially, they wanted to retire their 2 jobs, and they want something that can be a business to pass on to their kids. How do we ensure that? Let's walk through these 3 main pillars that create that long-term sustainability.
Well, as we have new members that come to us saying, hey, I have a dream for a business, and I've tried building businesses before and it didn't work for me. We say, yeah, let's hear your dream, but we know what the first step must be for you. And regardless of that big dream, you've got to build a foundation in your business. You have to have a business that has cash flow, because without cash flow, it doesn't matter how much else you install in your business isn't going to work.
Right.
Cash flow is required. We have a very simple method. In fact, we have several methods. They help people develop cash flow. We base it on the Amazon platform because Amazon makes it easy for our members. They provide customers, they provide warehousing and fulfillment. So our members can focus on one simple thing,
Right.
and that's sourcing profitable products.
And that's all they need to focus on. That simple, that focus, gain mastery quickly, and they do. I mean, we've had members reach 400,000 just from these they're very simple methods. There are subtleties and nuances, but they gain that, they gain the proof of concept, they get the assurance, e-commerce works. We had a gal celebrate, I made my first sale, and they jump up and down. Rightly so. This happens very, very fast. And what does that do? It catapults them into moving forward with a lot of progress under their belt.
So once they have that sense of, oh, I have a system and it's working here. Now I just mentioned systems.
Yep.
Then they start looking at it as, this really is a system. So how can I add more to my system? How can I start to scale this? And the next steps for them typically are bringing in automation into their business or bringing in team members into their business. Now you can't do this unless you develop processes.
Right.
That's why within all of our trainings, and I mean all of our trainings, we have standard operating procedures, processes that our members learn how to do to implement software, to implement repricing service or repricing software to make their products sell faster and to sell at a higher level of profit. How to train people to do routine, mundane, everyday steps, tasks in their business so they can focus on what they do better, the high value activities that bring in more money. How to hire virtual assistants from overseas at a greatly reduced cost.
And I want to say these are proven systems. That's what's got to be abundantly clear if you have any kind of question on the reliability of it. These are proven systems, 11 plus years. Josie started age 70 by 75. She's got 3 automated e-commerce businesses. We're talking about proven systems, proven processes. That's so key. You don't want something that was, a newbie wouldn't know, is this process they cobbled together going to really work? We provide the proven processes, like you said, standard.
That's because all of our trainers, myself and all the rest of our staff, we're all business owners. We use these processes. This is what works for us, and then we can very easily teach that to our members.
So this allows them to bump up their profits and most importantly, give them more time. And this leads to being less of an owner-reliant business here in your cash flow, which is okay as long as people know they talk about their dream lifestyle, the husband-wife team that I talked about. Then in this way they get educated. Yeah, this is where I'm going to have a head down, gaining mastery. I'm going to start building these systems and processes. And then after establishing this and getting a firm foundation, that's really the difference. These create the firm foundation. Without that, this house is going to crumble.
That's
It's
right.
not going to last. You may have your beautiful website sitting up there, but you don't have traffic. You got to learn that. You don't have the undergirding of that cash flow to support you while you're doing this. That's why this is so integral, each pillar leading up sequentially to that long-term reliable business.
Well, that's one of the unfortunate things in our industry, the training industry for e-commerce, that a lot of training programs start here. They say, great, build your website, create your social media, do your branding, get a trademark. But if you don't have that firm foundation, as well as the steady, reliable cash flow and these systems put into place, this is not going to last for very long. So once you do have systems, cash flow systems, these systems themselves, they become assets in your business. They make your business more attractive should you ever want to sell it. It adds real value to your business, makes your business worth something. These are the real assets then that somebody who wants to buy a business, this is what they look for in business. All of this, and it's the systems, the software, the automation, the team, and the processes that make all of this possible.
And doing this leads to confidence as a business owner. When you come into here with none of these undergirdings, you don't have the risk mitigation very well in place. And I always look at business is about risk mitigation. How can I mitigate my risk? Well, cash flow. That's going to undergird you as you buy more software. You're not doing this off of your job income. You're doing these. This is all off of this, right? And you've proven you know how to go out in the marketplace and get cash flow and get it fast. In fact, that's what we know to be true. You need more cash? Go out and source some more. Shove those products into Amazon. What's going to spit out the other end is profit. Oh, great, because I was looking to hire another virtual assistant. It's that simple, isn't it?
Yes, and we even call it feed the beast, don't we? Add more products, make more money.
This makes it so much more natural to come into here, because what happens too is you're noting the marketplace, you're starting to note trends and behaviors, and this no longer becomes the big guesswork thing that it appears to be. You're kind of hoping a prayer, I've got this passion, I just know it's going to work. No, this is where you prove viability in the marketplace very quickly and readily. I'm talking almost instantly. And that's what happened to you as you built your brand, your website. That was all by having gone through this, made a natural catapult for this to happen.
This would not have been possible with all of this.
Right. It would have been a crapshoot. Do I dare say that? Had you gone right to here? And honestly.
Yeah.
But no, instead you had proof of concept because Amazon told you this people is a hot niche. They like what you got. You're like, great. Think I'm going to do this now. I'm going to blow it up, right? That came through this foundation.
I want to speak to one other thing that ties all of this together. And we often talk about mindset. So somebody comes into this and they say, I've had lots of failures in the past. We give them the proper mindset where they can start small and prove that it works. Just like you mentioned, it gives them that confidence, that mastery. And then they can say, okay, now I can see how I can scale. And they start to see it's not me that's making it work. The business is making it work.
Right.
And then, great, now I've really created something of value that fits my purpose, why I started all this in the beginning. And what allows this here at the E-Commerce Business School, it's our community. It's not just our training.
Right.
It's not just our trained staff and the guidance that we give, but it's all the members that we have fostered in this that communicate with each other, and that's the
bedrock.
Yeah, the bedrock.
The bedrock, as they've gone through, there can be mutual communications around that in a group. It can be about this. It can be, oh, my process. I've seen them share SOPs. One of our mastermind groups, they share. I'll give you my SOP. I've refined that process. Great, thanks, Amber. Someone else has done that. Great, I'll use yours. So it's that mutual brain trust that develops within our community while people have gone through the evolution of all this, including virtual assistants we just trained on, their experiences. And so that creates this huge trust that helps build the overall mindset. I can make this because I've got a community of people and expert trainers who are undergirding me. So it develops this massive safety net, I call it. But these are the main pillars that make to the real dream coming true. Dr. Josie just got back from a 2-week vacation in Hawaii. How did that happen? She did all of these steps. All these steps. It's all sequential. It's all what I call business logic. And when you see that business logic, you go, this makes sense. And then you start to have a better mental filter when you're out there on the web, and now you're going to be able to look at information differently because you've gained the knowledge of why business works. Why did something that you did previously fail? Isn't that the most important thing, is to learn why something failed? Because something was missing here that we're detailing out to you. So our goal here is to empower you, and when you're empowered, you can step forward with a greater willingness and readiness to take action. And without taking action, which our people do, I assure you, you start getting these sales here, you take massive action. Oh, I need to pay for a family vacation. Great. Go in. This is your money machine. This is the money machine that can help take you to all of this and beyond. It's a lot of fun. And we will support you as you go through our information. And what we like to do most of all is we'll get you into a consult to help sort this out for you. But it could be you're very likely going to be guided here, especially if you have met with past failures. There's a reason for it. We want to remove that mystery for you. We want to get you into massive action, getting that money flowing, and then lead you to your dreams.